Flamingo's being cancelled and there's big drama right now. Roblox is rude and took down several viral games, and more insane news today. So if you're new, please subscribe because we're trying to reach 4,000 by the end of the year. Thank you, and let's get right into it. Alright, first you start with a pretty big Roblox update coming soon, and a very game-changing one at that. So at this year's RDC, Roblox made a pretty big announcement, and they announced that you can actually call people in Roblox soon. And this whole thing was very confusing and just very interesting to say the least. And when it was announced, it was actually very controversial. A lot of people in and even outside the Roblox community were making viral tweets on this, and a lot of people thought that it was a very bad idea and just for safety and stuff. But even with all that, Roblox is officially going through with it. And just recently, people have found the official place that will take all this calls and stuff. As we can see here, the place is called Roblox Connect, and they're hoping to release this feature in the game in November. I saw a lot of people confused why is there a game and stuff associated with this, and I'm pretty sure how it works is that you can call anybody, you don't have to play the game to call anybody. You can call anybody whenever, I'm pretty sure, but when you call somebody, you both automatically join this game, and that's kind of how the call goes down. In the example they showed a while ago, both players were in the game and talking and stuff, and this game is kind of how everything connects and works together, because it allows all your camera access and voice stuff. So still it's kind of confusing and very weird, but as we can see, they are fully going through with this update, and it'll be very weird to see this in the future. And like I said, it's planned to release very soon in November, so in a month from now, you're gonna be able to call people on Roblox. And also, I am pretty sure this is only for 17 and up users, which would help the safety, but it still is a bit interesting. And I guess we have to wait and see how it's to fully work out. And speaking of big Roblox updates, next we have a little quick story of another major update actually, of that being Roblox launches on PlayStation officially this Tuesday in a few days. It's expected to release on the 10th of October, which is Tuesday. I know some people were saying that it could release a date earlier as well, so maybe Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, and around that date, this Monday and Tuesday, Roblox will officially be out on PlayStation, which is pretty insane. People have been asking Roblox to do this for years now, and the fact that it's literally almost here is pretty crazy to see. And in general, a lot of people are very curious to see how this will work out, because Roblox is on Xbox, so it's been on console for a while, but I feel it's not really that popular. If you ask most people probably don't primarily play on Xbox. It isn't just it's not a main thing. So a lot of people are wondering if people will even use the PlayStation 1 that much, and if people will play mainly play on PlayStation. It definitely will be popular, but just like the Xbox version, there probably are some limitations, because I'm pretty sure game developers have to make it so their games are compatible with PlayStation. And I think that's a pretty big problem with Xbox, because a lot of games just weren't compatible. But now that Roblox is on both PlayStation and Xbox, I assume most of popular Roblox games are going to make it controller compatible, because the market is way bigger now. And I'm very curious to see how this will work out. And I mean, I guess I don't have to wait that long because it's coming very, very soon. And a lot of people are very excited, and excited just in general, because like I said, people have been waiting years for this and it's finally coming. But anyways, what's our next story, which is actually pretty insane. Of that being, Roblox actually broke a lot of popular games, and he caused a lot of popular games to shut down. So yesterday, out of nowhere, I think it was a new Roblox update or something, but Roblox updated the way NPCs and stuff work. And it just seemed like a regular dev update. It didn't really seem like that big of a deal. But then a lot of people realized that the NPCs in their game completely broke. So I saw a lot of people saying that they went to play a game and the NPCs would just not move, and they were hard to interact with, and in general the NPCs were just completely broken and did not work at all. And obviously with this, there's so much Roblox games that have NPCs in it as just a bonus and a side, but there's also so much Roblox games that literally are entirely based off NPCs. For example, Roblox NPCs are becoming smart. That game is all about NPCs and interacting with NPCs. So that game literally completely broke, and it didn't work at all because all the NPCs for some reason just stopped working. And there's also a bunch of other viral games like Evade and a bunch of other stuff that were completely broken because of this. And a lot of people weren't aware of the new Roblox update or whatever it was that broke it. So most people were just wondering did the developer break it? Was this an accident? Is it a server glitch? And in general, it was a very big confusion in the community, especially people who regularly play these games. And then after a little bit, a lot of the games started to shut down because they had to fix this issue. NPCs Becoming Smart shut down, Evade shut down, and a bunch of other Roblox games shut down because the games were unplayable. You literally couldn't play them as intended. So he took it down to fix the issue, because there's no point in keeping them up if no one can actually play them properly. So yeah, a lot of popular games were affected, and a lot of popular games had to shut down. They were literally forced to shut down. They had no other choice. But luckily, after some while, the developers were able to fix all the issues, and they probably had to change some stuff with the NPCs, but it shouldn't be noticeable. And every Roblox game slowly started to come back. But in general, it's a very weird thing that happened. And if you think about it, it actually is pretty insane that with one update, Roblox can break thousands of games and so much popular games. So I don't know if there's a heads up for this beforehand, but there definitely should be, so developers know what to expect. Because from what I've seen, this actually came out of nowhere. But anyways, into our last story, which is Flamingo actually getting cancelled. And this isn't a joke or a joke drama situation. Flamingo is actually involved in some pretty big drama right now. And the reason for all this drama is very weird to say the least. And I don't want to go too deep into it, but basically Albert made like a pretty messed up joke, which at the time he didn't even think was messed up. And if you guys follow Albert, he makes edgy jokes and stuff all the time. But this time a lot of people didn't even think it was a joke in the first place at all. And when he posted it, a lot of people were surprised because to Albert he thought it was a joke, but to everyone else they were like, they thought it was offensive and stuff. So the pretty crazy stuff going on. Now with that being said, the backlash from the community and the way Albert handled the situation currently is what made people even more mad. Let me break this down. So after Albert posted the tweet that he thought was a joke, he deleted it right away after he saw a bunch of people getting mad. And then he responded saying this: "Yeah, dumb tweet. Didn't realize how that one came off in my head. Was responding to a thing about with an insane video that popped up. Sorry." And because of this tweet, a lot of people were getting really mad at Albert because a lot of people were saying that like yes, he made a big mistake and he deleted the tweet and stuff, which is good. But a lot of people are also getting mad because they were saying that this is not even a real apology, and he just kind of explained like why he took the tweet down. So if you read a lot of these comments, a lot of people are saying that like, do you think this is an apology? Like, make a proper apology. And people are saying like he should actually like properly apologize because he never really did in this situation. To be fair, he did follow up responding to someone saying that he doesn't understand why like the joke didn't land at all, or he understands like why the joke was like not a joke. And he did say sorry. In this tweet, he did mention how he didn't mean to hurt anyone, and it was just like a lapse in judgment. Because Albert posting it just saw it as like a funny joke. But after people started calling him out, he realized that it wasn't a joke at all. And if you read the comments, this is probably the most hate I've ever seen Albert get because of the situation. The joke he made was against like Jewish people, and a lot of his Jewish viewers and people who just in general saw the situation were saying in the replies that they can't support Albert after this. They're hurt by Albert's words. They like used to support his videos, but after this joke, it's hard to support him as a creator. And in general, a lot of people are disappointed, mad, and just like overall were like disappointed in Albert. And a lot of people stopped like supporting him. And with that all being said, I saw like two sides to the story. The first side is people being mad at him, obviously. A majority of people from what I've seen are mad at him for this. And a lot of people think that what he did was messed up. And then how he handled the situation after was also pretty messed up because it wasn't like a formal apology. But then I've seen other people say that even if it was messed up, he didn't have like malicious intent behind it. So it wasn't as bad as people were making out to seem. Like for example, David here kind of summed everything up from like this side of people. I'm Jewish, I have a proper place to speak on this. This isn't that big of a deal to be made out of. It was in bad taste, but I don't think you're anti-Semitic for this at all. Yes, you could put more thought into it and say more. That would always be appreciated, and you should. So yeah, the major consensus I'm getting from all this is that a lot of people think that he should apologize like properly, because what he said afterwards was not really an apology at all. And everyone who's mad at him for this and everyone who thinks it wasn't that big of a deal all kind of agree from what I've seen that he should like further up with a better apology. And in general, it's a very crazy and weird situation going on in the community. Like I said, Albert does make edgy jokes all the time. Like it's kind of what he's known for, especially when he was Albert stuff. But this time a lot of people are saying that he crossed the line and that what he made or what he thought was a joke isn't a joke at all, and that he shouldn't be joking about it at all. Also, by the time this video's up, Albert could have apologized and he might have deleted the tweets, so check the pinned comment because I'll leave an update if something happened. And with that being said, check this video for more news and I'll see you in the next one.